FedEx Ground. Make it personal. Welcome back to the Keith King Show. I am now on location at the Mall of America, and I have the honor of being joined by an Olympic gold medalist and the reigning World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, Kurt Angle. How you doing?
Very good, thanks.
Thanks for coming on the Keith King Show.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a geeky question right up front?
Sure.
You think it'd be all right if I wore the belt for the interview?
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm Keith, but really. Would that be too geeky?
No, yeah, it's geeky, but that's okay.
If you can put Regis in a leg lock and he doesn't know to tap out, I can wear the belt, right?
Oh, you saw me. I had to tell him to tap out. Yeah.
I heard about that. Well, I'll just put it on my shoulder. I don't know if it'll fit me. Okay, here we go. This is good. Good luck.
Good on you.
All right. Now, I do want to mention, just last month you had the honor of winning this title belt, the one that looks like mine right now, in Pittsburgh, your backyard. How did that feel for you?
Oh, it was great. I won my first WCW title there in Pittsburgh not too long ago. But to win the WWF title was extra special in front of my hometown. A lot of people didn't think I could beat Stone Cold. To do it in my hometown in front of my people and basically become the WWF champion for the second time was really extra special.
It was a great event. It was a great event. I saw it and was very excited, being a stocking fan that I am. I do want to say here on kind of on a different note, just a couple months ago, you were one of the most hated wrestlers in the sport. You were the heel, the bad guy, and suddenly you made the transition to one of the most popular guys, the babyface, the good guy. What's that transition been like for you, Kurt?
At first, it was real difficult. I was so used to fans booing me, giving them remarks to make them hate me. Then all of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin made that turn from good guy to bad guy, and somebody had to step up. And the company looked to me to make that transition to be the top guy. And at the time, The Rock wasn't back yet, so we were in dire need of a very big baby face. And the way things were going for me, the fans were kind of turning me that way anyway. So we didn't want to rock the boat. We just decided to go with it. And before we knew it, Kurt Angle in the red, white, and blue became the big babyface in the World Wrestling Federation. It worked out well.
And that's true.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, it's true. Now, of course, you have your new book out here, and I'm going to actually read an excerpt if I can hold the belt and the book. Of course, it's appropriately entitled, It's True, It's True. And I want to say I'm 2/3 done. I started reading on Friday. It's quite inspirational. And I'm going to read this. Would you mind holding my microphone?
All right. You can read?
Yes, I can, Kurt. Okay, go ahead. Make fun of the host of the show. Happens all the time.
You're getting there.
All right, here we go. This is just a excerpt right after you won the gold medal in the Olympics. Have you read the book yourself, Kurt? Or? Okay, here we go. I thank God. I thanked my dad, sure that he was cheering somewhere. I broke down. I couldn't stop crying as my family rushed the mat to mob me with hugs of congratulations. I felt weak, dizzy from a feeling of euphoria. I could have died right there without regret. I was so ecstatic. That's pretty deep stuff.
Yeah.
And you're a wrestler, too.
Oh, yeah. When to win the gold medal, I dreamed about it for 20 years, trained my butt off. Didn't know if it was ever going to happen. To be the best in the world at something, it's hard to explain, and that's the best way I could explain it right there.
It's a very inspirational book. Something I want to mention from the book is when you trained to win that Olympic gold, you did something called fatigue training. Explain to my viewers what the heck fatigue training means.
It's something most people have never done. Basically, what I do is I train until I'm completely dead tired, but that's when the training starts. I'll do something to completely exhaust myself, and then from there, I have to work through that exhaustion.
For me, it's holding this damn belt. I'm like, all right, keep going.
It's something like I used to run 4 or 5 miles, almost in a sprint, to the point where I felt really tired. And then from there, I wouldn't give myself a rest. From there, I would do hill sprints, about 40 of them, 200 yards long with a training partner on my back.
That could be me.
Yeah, it could have been you on my back. I'll do that to a point where I'm ready to break down, and then I'll start doing wind sprints, 200-yard wind sprints. So what I tried to do was, and I used to do this in the practice room or even in the weight room. I trained till I felt like I wanted to quit, and then I continued to train some more, even more intense. And it allowed me to be more conditioned than my opponents in the Olympics, and that's what I wanted.
All right, now, and I'm sure you've been asked this question 2,000 times in the past couple of years, but explain the transition from being an Olympic wrestler to a sports entertainer.
Well, the transition was hard enough going from real sport to sports entertainment because you're not only an athlete anymore, you're an entertainer. You have to include the crowd in on what you do. You have to slow things down so the crowd can digest what you're doing. You have to tell a story when you're in that ring in pro wrestling. And amateur wrestling, I was taught to go by instinct, not to think about what I do, just go by reaction from years and years of training. And I used to focus on one individual in amateur wrestling and not worry about the crowd. It didn't matter what I did. The fans were impressed by my winning, not impressed by the moves I did. Fans were more impressed in amateur wrestling by what they didn't see. If something I did so quick, that happened so quickly that people didn't see it, they said, wow, that was impressive. I didn't even see it. You did that in pro wrestling, and you're not going to make it because the fans want to see everything. So it's very hard to take that non-aggressive approach, slow it down, include the crowd, tell the story, think about everything you're doing rather than going by instinct. And amateur wrestling to pro wrestling is the toughest transition you can make. But what I decided to do is quit. I decided to forget everything I learned the last 20 years, start from scratch, and renew myself, not as an amateur wrestler, but now as Kurt Angle, the pro wrestler. It was a career completely changed.
And as a fan and as somebody who reads all those geeky wrestling websites and stuff, I can honestly say that you're considered like a natural in the world of professional wrestling.
I didn't know if I would be, but yeah, I was able to make the transition very quickly. I was able to make my way to the top of the World Wrestling Federation and be considered one of the best in the business. What really surprised me is I was just ranked #1 as Wrestler of the Year. You're talking guys like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane.
Keith King. Oh, I don't wrestle, do I?
Yeah, Keith King. He's up there too. But when you consider those guys, it's a really good feeling to be picked as #1.
All right, I want to ask you, what exactly do you have to do with the WWF Smackdown Your Vote campaign?
I am the chairman of WWF Smackdown Your Vote campaign, and basically what we're trying to do, or what we are doing, is we're encouraging young people to register to vote, to make them realize that they can make a difference in the voting process. You know, politicians don't listen to young people because young people don't vote, so they're not going to listen to their issues because they're only going to listen to they're going to make a difference to the people that vote for them. And what we're trying to do is make more young people vote. Therefore, politicians will have no choice but to listen to them and listen to their issues and make them happen. And that's what we're doing because our WWF really gets an interest from people the ages between 18 and 30. You know, we have a high rating from the people that between those ages, especially adult males. And now it's becoming females too. And we're trying to encourage them to be a little more patriotic and to let their issues be heard through voting. And it's the most powerful process in the world, and it's actually the most patriotic process there is, and that's what we're trying to do. And Kurt Angle, wearing the red, white, and blue, tries to do the best he can with that.
That's true. And that whole theory there is that's how this state elected a pro wrestler as governor. No comment?
No comment, yeah. But it happened, and you know, we're really proud of Jesse Ventura. He's done a good job, and I think the one thing I like about him is his honesty.
Can you say President Angle?
No, heck no. I don't even. Can you say President Ventura?
I hope not. No, I'm just kidding, Jesse. Like he's coming on the show anyway. What does the future hold for Kurt Angle?
I'm happy where I am. You know, what I'd like to do is get into acting a little bit, some movies, have some fun in that area. But as far as my career right now, I'm very happy where I am in the World Wrestling Federation. I don't really have any other plans to go beyond this. This is something I want to do. I don't think I've reached my pinnacle, the top of where I want to be performance-wise. I think that Kurt Angle can get a little bit better each and every day. And that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I was the best in amateur wrestling, and that's what I did at the time. Now I want to be the very best in the WWF, and there's so many good guys here. It's going to take me a little bit of time to do it, but I think I will be.
And that, my friend, is true.
And it's true. It's true.
All right. Well, the book is in stores. You want to hold that for me, Kurt? This belt is a lot heavier than I ever imagined. It's out. Reagan Books. Kurt Angle. It's true. It's true.
Thank you very much. And I just want to say to WWF fans, thank you. So far, we've got a great response. Seems like the WWF fans make our books #1 all the time, and I want to thank them for that.
You got to be a best-selling author too. It's got to happen, Kurt.
It's got to happen. Got to happen. Yeah.
Your life won't be complete without it.
No, it won't. I need a #1 bestseller. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Kurt. It was great meeting you. If you're looking for